Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer is one of the most iconic SUVs in the world, a name that has become almost synonymous with the idea of family adventure, versatility, and American automotive confidence. Since its debut in 1990, the Explorer has carried millions of families, adventurers, and professionals across highways, cities, and trails. It has built a reputation not just as a vehicle, but as a trusted companion that delivers space, comfort, technology, and performance in one complete package. Talking about the Explorer means talking about a legacy of more than 3 decades where Ford has continuously refined, upgraded, and reimagined what an SUV can be. This SUV has not only shaped Ford's identity in the modern era but has also played a massive role in shaping the SUV market itself, making it one of the most important models in automotive history. When the Explorer was introduced in the early 90s, it arrived at a time when people wanted something bigger than a sedan but not quite as rugged and uncomfortable as traditional trucks. The market was changing, and families were craving versatility. Ford took the rugged durability of a pickup and blended it with passenger car comfort, giving rise to the modern family SUV segment. The Explorer became an instant hit, appealing to a wide range of buyers from families who needed extra seating to adventurers who wanted an SUV that could handle both city streets and off-road trails. The first generation of Explorer had that boxy design language of the era, tough and bold, with real truck roots, as it was based on the Ford Ranger pickup platform. That gave it a body-on-frame construction and true off-road credentials, but Ford cleverly softened the interior to make it family-friendly. This balance was exactly what people were looking for, and sales quickly skyrocketed, cementing the Explorer as a household name. As the years went on, Ford kept evolving the Explorer to match customer demands and automotive trends. The second generation in the mid-90s improved refinement, making it more comfortable, more stylish, and better equipped. It was during this era that the Explorer started appearing everywhere, from suburban driveways to national parks, and even in popular culture, including movies and television. People saw it as the quintessential SUV. But Ford didn't stop there. In the early 2000s, the Explorer became even more advanced. It grew larger, offered more powerful engines, and introduced more technology that was innovative at the time. It was also one of the first SUVs to really lean into safety advancements, offering features like stability control and more advanced airbags, showing Ford's awareness of family buyers who cared about protecting their loved ones. Over time, the Explorer shifted from being just a rugged truck-based SUV into a more refined, crossover-like vehicle, especially when Ford moved it onto a unibody platform in the 2010s. This was a major transformation because it changed the driving dynamics completely. The unibody design made the Explorer ride smoother, handle more like a car, and significantly improved fuel efficiency, which was becoming increasingly important. People wanted the spaciousness of an SUV but without the rough edges of a truck-like ride, and Ford delivered. This decision was crucial in keeping the Explorer competitive as the SUV market became extremely crowded with rivals from all over the world. Today's Ford Explorer is a highly modern and versatile SUV that balances rugged heritage with cutting-edge innovation. It's stylish, muscular, and sophisticated, offering different trims and options to appeal to every kind of customer. From the family that just needs a comfortable 3-row SUV to the outdoor enthusiast who craves off-road capability, to the driver who wants luxury appointments, the Explorer can be configured in many ways. The design language is bold, with a wide stance, athletic proportions, and signature Ford styling that communicates strength and confidence. The grille and headlights are sleek yet powerful, the body is sculpted for aerodynamics and presence, and the rear carries that sporty utility vibe. It looks modern and assertive, standing out whether it's in a suburban neighborhood or on a rugged mountain pass. The interior is where the Explorer really impresses, because it is built with both practicality and technology in mind. It offers 3 rows of seating, with space for up to 7 passengers depending on the configuration. Families love the fact that you can haul kids, adults, pets, and luggage with ease. Ford designed the cabin with comfort and usability as a priority, so there are premium materials, intuitive controls, and smart storage solutions throughout. In higher trims, the Explorer can feel downright luxurious, with leather seating, heated and ventilated seats, a panoramic sunroof, and ambient lighting. Technology is central to the experience, with Ford's Sync infotainment system, large touchscreens, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging, and multiple USB ports to keep everyone connected. Some models even feature a massive portrait-style touchscreen that dominates the dashboard, giving it a futuristic feel. For the driver, the Explorer offers digital instrument clusters, head-up displays, and customizable settings that make every trip more engaging. Safety is also paramount, with Ford's Copilot 360 suite of driver assist technologies, which includes automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, and even advanced systems like active park assist that can help the Explorer park itself. These features show how Ford has kept the Explorer competitive in a tech-heavy era, where buyers expect their vehicles to do more than just get them from point A to point B. Under the hood, the Ford Explorer offers a variety of powertrains to suit different needs. You can get efficient turbocharged 4-cylinder engines that balance power and economy, powerful V6 engines for those who want more muscle, and even hybrid options that combine performance with eco-friendliness. The hybrid is especially important because it delivers great fuel economy while still offering towing capability and SUV strength. For performance enthusiasts, Ford even offers the Explorer ST, a sport-tuned variant that pumps out serious horsepower and delivers a thrilling driving experience in a family SUV body. This diversity of powertrains allows the Explorer to appeal to a massive audience, from fuel-conscious commuters to thrill-seekers who want speed in a practical package. Capability has always been at the heart of the Explorer, and modern versions continue to deliver. With available all-wheel drive, terrain management systems, and strong towing ratings, the Explorer is ready for road trips, boat towing, camping adventures, and light off-road excursions. The terrain management system is particularly impressive because it allows drivers to select different drive modes that optimize the vehicle for conditions like snow, sand, mud, or towing. This means the Explorer is not just a family hauler, it's a go-anywhere, do-anything SUV that lives up to its adventurous name. But the Explorer isn't only about function, it's also about identity. Ford has made sure that this SUV appeals emotionally to buyers. Driving an Explorer feels like stepping into a tradition of American adventure and freedom. It has always carried that image of road trips, national park visits, and families setting out on journeys together. The name Explorer itself carries a sense of curiosity, discovery, and pushing boundaries, and Ford has done a great job of making sure the product lives up to the promise of the badge. The Ford Explorer has also had an interesting place in popular culture and real-world use. It has served as a police vehicle in many countries, especially in the US, where law enforcement agencies use special versions of the Explorer, known as the Police Interceptor utility. This has given the SUV a reputation for toughness, reliability, and authority. Seeing Explorers as police vehicles has also reinforced the image of strength and durability in the eyes of the public. Beyond law enforcement, the Explorer has been featured in countless movies, television shows, and even documentaries, which has only added to its cultural status as a recognizable and trustworthy SUV. Looking at the competition, the Explorer has faced rivals from Toyota, Honda, Chevrolet, Jeep, and many others, yet it has consistently managed to remain a top choice because of Ford's ability to adapt and innovate. While some rivals might focus more on luxury or more on off-road toughness, the Explorer strikes an important balance between all these qualities, making it a well-rounded package. It's not too extreme in one direction, which is why it works so well for the mainstream market. It's an SUV that can be everything to everyone, depending on the trim and configuration you choose. One of the most impressive aspects of the Explorer is its ability to reinvent itself across generations without losing its identity. From a boxy truck-based design to a sleek unibody crossover, from basic early 90s interiors to today's tech-packed cabins, the Explorer has continuously moved forward while keeping its core DNA of space, versatility, and confidence. That's why even today, more than 30 years after its introduction, the Explorer remains one of Ford's best-selling models and a staple in the SUV category. The future of the Explorer also looks promising. With the automotive industry rapidly moving towards electrification, Ford is already investing heavily in hybrid and electric technology. We can expect future Explorers to embrace even more eco-friendly solutions, while still delivering the power, space, and capability that buyers expect. There are already talks and reports of an all-electric Explorer coming soon, which would mark a new chapter in this SUV's story. Imagine the same adventurous spirit of the Explorer but combined with silent, instant electric torque, long range, and zero emissions. That will ensure that the Explorer remains relevant for decades to come. The Ford Explorer is more than just an SUV, it's a story of evolution, innovation, and trust. It represents how Ford understands its customers and adapts to their changing lifestyles. Whether you look at the first-generation model that helped define the SUV boom, or the latest generation packed with technology and performance, the Explorer is a symbol of versatility. It's the kind of vehicle that can take a family to school during the week, tow a boat on the weekend, climb mountains on vacation, and still look stylish parked in front of a nice restaurant. Few vehicles manage to wear so many hats as successfully as the Explorer. That is why the Ford Explorer continues to stand tall in the SUV market. It has earned its place as one of the most trusted names in the industry, one that people associate with adventure, comfort, and capability. As Ford continues to innovate with hybrids, electrification, and advanced technology, the Explorer will only become more advanced while staying true to its roots. For anyone who wants an SUV that can truly do it all, the Explorer remains a compelling and iconic choice. When you dive deeper into what makes the Ford Explorer so enduring, you begin to understand that it is not just about mechanical strength or modern gadgets but also about the emotional bond it has formed with generations of drivers. Many families in North America and beyond can look back at road trips, vacations, and even daily commutes where the Explorer was not just transportation but part of the memory. Parents remember driving their kids to school, camping trips with the whole family piled inside, or long journeys where the Explorer carried everything from luggage to bikes to boats. These stories, built over decades, are why the Explorer nameplate continues to resonate so strongly. Ford has tapped into that sense of familiarity and reliability, and that emotional pull is something not every automaker can replicate. The Explorer has also become a bridge between two worlds, practicality and aspiration. On the practical side, it delivers everything a family needs: space, safety, and usability. On the aspirational side, it projects an image of adventure and capability. When you own an Explorer, you don't just feel like you have a family vehicle, you feel like you have the freedom to explore, to take on roads less traveled, and to embrace new experiences. It embodies the promise of open roads and wide horizons, which is why Ford chose the name Explorer in the first place. That sense of discovery still runs through every model today. If you look closely at the design evolution, you'll see how the Explorer adapted to consumer preferences while staying rugged and confident. The earlier models carried that square and upright stance that screamed utility, while modern ones balance toughness with aerodynamics. The wide grille and strong shoulders communicate stability and authority, while the sculpted lines and sleek lights give it a premium feel. It's a careful mix of strength and sophistication, which is why it appeals to such a broad customer base. You could see one parked in a suburban driveway, at a luxury hotel, or at a remote trailhead, and in all those settings, it would look right at home. Inside, Ford designers worked hard to strike a balance between technology and simplicity. The Explorer's interior avoids being overly complicated while still offering everything a driver and passengers might need. That's a tricky balance to achieve in today's market, where some SUVs overwhelm users with buttons and screens. Ford found a way to make the cabin intuitive so that anyone, from tech-savvy teenagers to grandparents, can feel comfortable navigating it. The availability of captain's chairs in the second row, easy fold-flat seating for cargo, and thoughtful storage spaces make it incredibly versatile. You can switch from carrying 7 people to loading furniture in just a few steps, and that adaptability is exactly what SUV buyers demand. Performance has also become one of the Explorer's strongest attributes. The EcoBoost engines are efficient yet powerful, showing Ford's engineering expertise in balancing fuel economy with performance. The hybrid powertrain is particularly noteworthy because it gives buyers the chance to enjoy the benefits of electrification without compromising the SUV's traditional strengths. Meanwhile, the Explorer ST takes performance to a whole new level, making the vehicle a genuine thrill to drive. With sport-tuned suspension, a high-output engine, and an aggressive design, the ST has proven that even a family-oriented SUV can deliver excitement behind the wheel. This diversity of trims, from base models to the luxurious Platinum to the performance-oriented ST, ensures there is an Explorer for every lifestyle. Another area where the Explorer shines is in towing and hauling. Many SUVs in its class can't match its capability when it comes to pulling trailers, boats, or campers. This strength makes it appealing to families who want to take their toys with them, whether that's a speedboat for the lake or a small camper for weekend getaways. Combine that with its all-wheel drive system and terrain modes, and you have a vehicle that doesn't hesitate when the pavement ends. Ford's message with the Explorer is clear: this is not just a vehicle for city driving, it is a true companion for those who want to go further and do more. Technology is another area where the Explorer has kept up with modern expectations. Beyond the infotainment and safety features, Ford has worked on improving connectivity and convenience. Families today live in a digital world, and the Explorer makes sure everyone stays connected, whether through Wi-Fi hotspots, smartphone integration, or advanced navigation systems. Even small details like multiple charging ports, rear seat entertainment options, and smart climate control systems make a big difference in everyday life. Ford understands that comfort and convenience can be just as important as horsepower or towing capacity for many buyers. Looking at the broader market, the Explorer has faced fierce competition from vehicles like the Toyota Highlander, Honda Pilot, Chevrolet Traverse, and Jeep Grand Cherokee. Yet, its ability to offer something for everyone has helped it stand apart. Where the Highlander might emphasize reliability, or the Grand Cherokee might emphasize off-road luxury, the Explorer sits right in the middle as a balanced, versatile option that doesn't lean too heavily in just one direction. That's part of its magic. It doesn't force buyers into choosing one extreme, but instead offers a well-rounded solution that checks all the boxes. The Explorer's role in law enforcement deserves special mention again, because it has had a huge impact on its reputation. The Police Interceptor utility, based on the Explorer, has become the most popular police vehicle in the U.S. for years. That means the Explorer platform is trusted daily by officers who need durability, performance, and safety under extreme conditions. When civilians see Explorers on the road in police form, it subconsciously reinforces the image of reliability and authority. Not many SUVs can claim that kind of cultural presence. It's a reminder that the Explorer is not just a consumer product, it's part of everyday life in a much broader sense. When you consider the global market, the Explorer has also played an important role in Ford's international strategy. It has been exported and adapted for markets around the world, from the Middle East to Asia, showing its universal appeal. The combination of space, power, and comfort translates well across different cultures and driving conditions. In some countries, it is seen as a status symbol, while in others it is valued for its practicality. That global reach has helped Ford solidify the Explorer's place not only as an American icon but as a global SUV. The future direction of the Explorer ties directly into Ford's electrification plans. We already see hybrid versions today, but the real game changer will be a fully electric Explorer, which has been hinted at in Ford's roadmap. With the success of the Mustang Mach-E and the F-150 Lightning, Ford has proven it can build desirable electric vehicles. Applying that same innovation to the Explorer will give buyers an option that combines the SUV's legacy of adventure with the future of sustainable mobility. An electric Explorer would likely offer instant torque for powerful acceleration, long-range capabilities for road trips, and advanced battery management systems to make it practical for families. It would also mean zero tailpipe emissions, aligning with global environmental goals while keeping the spirit of exploration alive. At the end of the day, the Ford Explorer's lasting success comes down to trust. Customers trust it to deliver on promises of safety, performance, and versatility. They trust it to carry their families and their belongings safely. They trust it to adapt to their lifestyle, whether that lifestyle involves commuting in the city, towing on weekends, or exploring off-road trails. That trust has been earned over decades, through millions of miles driven by millions of owners around the world. The Explorer is not just a product in Ford's lineup, it is a cornerstone of the brand. Alongside icons like the Mustang and the F-Series trucks, the Explorer represents the best of what Ford can offer. It proves that innovation and tradition can go hand in hand, that you can stay true to your roots.